Hi everyone. I'd like to talk to you a little bit tonight about reincarnation and what my belief is for reincarnation. I don't believe in reincarnation the way many do. I believe that reincarnation is a choice. I believe that it's up to us once we transcend to the next dimension, which many call heaven, that it's up to us as to whether or not we want to come back. And for those that do choose to come back, I believe they choose to come back for a higher purpose, a higher calling, so to speak. I believe that the mentally and physically handicapped are some of our greatest teachers while we're here on the earth plane. So many will choose to come back with that understanding that we would learn from them. I've often said we don't learn anything in life through the good things. We learn in life through the things that bring us to our knees. I have often also said that if you had an opportunity to sit behind a closed door with Albert Einstein or a closed door with an individual with Down syndrome, choose the individual with Down syndrome because they'll teach you what's really important in life, which is love, compassion, understanding, forgiveness, and acceptance. These things you can't learn in a book. They're life experiences, okay? So reincarnation for me is a choice. I know for many parents or people within family units that have these special individuals born into their family, it may not feel like a blessing or an honor, but believe me, it truly is. This is a special. I call them ascended masters. I call them teachers, spiritual teachers, much higher vibration than most, because they have chosen to live this earth time, the time that they're here, in a way of teaching others how to really appreciate life. And if we have children of our own, and we have healthy children, and we see a couple or a child that isn't so lucky, isn't so healthy, is dealing with some kind of a mental disability or a physical disability, immediately it pulls on our heartstrings, and we give thanks that our children are okay. So at those times when our paths cross with special individuals, we see the gratitude, and we give thanks for that. And I believe that these individuals that are born into families, that they chose to be born this way. Okay, so again, I know it doesn't feel like an honor to parents out there who have these special individuals, but it is, and it's always an honor for me to be in their presence. Always, always, always. Okay, so again, I believe in reincarnation to a point, but I do not believe that we come back, 100 times or 1,000 times that like many believe. That's just not my belief. And again, the information that I give to you regarding the world of spirit or topics like this is information that's been fed to me, that's been given to me by spirit. And above all else, I believe them over any book or any teacher here that I have worked with. Okay, so that's my belief. I also said that I was going to take a little time to start answering some questions, okay? So I'm going to answer one tonight. It came in from Michigan by a gentleman by the name of Jeffrey Hughes in Michigan. And he told me a short story about how he heard me say that there's no such thing as a haunted house. And he said that, he would like me to come to this place in Michigan. And I guess it's some place where many gather and they feel a lot of energy there, and the energy doesn't feel good, and he would like me to have an opportunity to come there and see it. And I emailed him back, and I asked him, when exactly are these things being felt? And again, as always, it's like in the middle of the night. So I will say to you, sir, that I do not believe in trapped spirits. I know that nothing can trap a spirit because spirits do not have physical bodies. I know that once the soul leaves the body, we transcend to the next dimension. We live eternally in God's love and light, and only positive energy exists on the other side. So number one, I would never accept your invitation to go any place in the middle of the night with special lighting and cameras. I just don't do that. And I would suggest to you that, if you really feel an energy yourself or other people do, either it's the left brain, we scare ourselves with that left brain with all the movies we watch and the garbage that we read, or perhaps some, including yourself, maybe you have a higher vibrational energy and you're just sensing spirit. And once spirit acknowledges and recognizes, spirit can recognize when one has a higher vibration. So they will pull their energy in. So that certainly could be happening for you. So I respectfully decline, again, to go anywhere in the middle of the night for trapped spirits, because I know that they cannot be trapped. I know that God doesn't need any help getting one of his children to the light. Okay, I would recommend a wonderful medium out in Michigan. She's in Blue Ash, Ohio. Her name is Rose Vanden Enden. If you would like to reach out to her, you can find her online. She is a wonderful spiritual medium. But as far as me traveling that distance for something like this, I respectfully decline, but I thank you for thinking of me. And I encourage the questions to come in, and I'll answer them the best that I can and share with you what I know to be true and what I know to be false. And I thank you. I thank you for the question, and I'm certainly not mocking you in any way, but I want you to be aware that there are many charlatans out there. So if you have gone there and you experienced anything with special lighting or sounds, again, I say we don't know who the people who set all this up. They could have people hiding someplace. They could have special equipment making voices come through. I mean, I don't know. All I know is that only positive energy exists on the other side, and there is no such thing as a trapped spirit. Okay, so I hope I answered your question satisfactorily, and I look forward to hearing a response to this. Okay, so again, with everyone else, I hope that you had a beautiful day. Christmas is only days away. I hope you're careful on the roads, because there's some crazy drivers out there. I went out the other night, and it was a little scary out there. I think people who order everything online have the right idea. I'm going to rethink this for next year. Okay? So have a beautiful night. And again, as always, stay in God's love and light. Good night.